What's up, everybody? It is Neesin from THS Wrestling. And no, this isn't my dying cry because Marvel pushed back Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness another 2 months and every other movie 2 months, plus Xing 3 movies out of the 2022 and 2023 movie slate. No! This is your Raw recap for 10/18. Let's get into it. Now, before we get into all things worth talking about in Raw, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and turn on notifications so you can get videos like this. Also, thumbs up the video. Hit me in the comments of what you thought of Raw and what you think of Crown Jewel. Let's get some interaction going here, folks. All right, now let's get into what was worth talking about Raw. Of course, you know what I'm gonna start with. Hail King Woods. Hail King Woods. Hail King Woods. Hail King Woods. Yes. Yes. Now, you know, if King Woods did not come up with the victory over the Maharaja Jinder Mahal, I would have came on here just bawling, crying a river like Justin Timberlake. It would have been a whole show. But Woods came up with the victory. Now we have King Woods versus Prince Balor. Yes, I said it, King Woods, because we know who I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick the guy that has been fighting for this his whole career with the sharpest edge up of all time on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, they may be going to SmackDown, but goddamn if they left Monday Night Raw with the most cleanest edge up of all time. Maestros are back there doing their thing. Look, I need to hit them up because apparently my beard and lineup isn't as sharp as Woodsy's. Hey, Woods, hook a brother up, man. I know you're gonna be king. Can you make a Cree? Get it? A decree. To decree. Whatever. Let's move past that. Now, on the woman's queen of the ring, queen of the damned, that's it. Queen of the Crown. The update on the women's Queen of the Crown. We saw Doudrop versus Shayna Baszler. And I'm going to be honest, I've been calling for this to be Shayna Baszler's time to become Queen of the ring. Queen of the Crown. But Shayna Baszler could not pull it off by Doudrop getting a sneaky pin. Yes, sneaky pin, guys. Sneaky pins are where it's at. Sneaky pin over Shayna Baszler as she was getting choked out. Doudrop moves on to face Zelina Vega at Crown Jewel. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think they were gonna actually go with Doudrop and Zelina Vega, but for them, and I say them, you know who I mean when I say them, building new stars. These are two women that can actually do something well with the Queen of the Crown. I mean, we look at what Baron Corbin did for a whole year and a half, almost 2 years with being King of the Ring. We had King Corbin, and it's still paying off to this day where we have Happy Corbin and where he's actually helping build someone else out of that. With these two women on the verge of winning the first ever Queen of the Crown and winning that in Crown Jewel, Saudi Arabia, which we came a long, long way with females not being able to wrestle on the match to now we're having two women's matches. One of them being for a title and the other being for a crown. Now, I gotta get into the bad part of this. Guys, look, if you count up all of the women's Queen of the Crown matches, they add up to about 13 minutes, a little over 13 minutes. This Doudrop and Shayna Baszler match was only a little over 2 minutes. We're not living in 2010 anymore, 2011 anymore, or any of the past. These women deserve the time. They deserve the time then, and they deserve the time even more now. They put in the work. They're a bunch of great athletes. I love Doudrop, and meaning I love Doudrop. I loved her as Piper Nevins over at NXT UK. We all know she can wrestle her ass off. I just think if you give her the time, we'll actually be able to see that. We have not seen that with her with Eva Marie, and we haven't even seen Zelina Vega get the time over with Liv or with Carmella, with Sasha, with Becky, with Bianca. These women deserve the time. That's my biggest criticism, is making it feel like a joke when we know it's not supposed to be a joke, because you have this major thing of these women getting crowned in Saudi Arabia. 2 women's matches. It's a big deal, guys. It's a huge deal. These women deserve the time. So I'm hoping over in Saudi Arabia, these women get the time to tear the house down, but more importantly, get to show the craft that they're dedicated their lives to. These women are out here risking their lives to entertain us, and the least we can do is give them the time, attention that they earned. All right, I am stepping off my soapbox about the Queen's crown. So let's move on to another major match that's happening at Crown Jewel that Raw actually set up. And no, I'm not talking about where Goldberg keeps saying that he's gonna kill a man. No, he's saying that he's gonna commit murder live on television every Monday, and we're supposed to be okay with that. Jesus Christ. No, I want to talk about Monsoor versus Ali. This is the time. Not only is Monsoor going to be in his hometown, but he's going up against an opponent that is highly respected and accredited and effing amazing. I was going to say the F word, but just in case this video is made for kids, I didn't want to say the F word, so I'm going to say effing. Ali versus Monsoor will definitely be a potential show stealer. The crowd is going to be hyped. Monsoor cut one hell of a promo. Okay, and if you guys don't watch the bump, shout out Caleb Braxton. If you guys don't watch the bump, Monsoor won a promo challenge that they had going on last year, and that man could cut promos. If he can't do anything else, yes, he can go, and yes, he shows intensity and fire in the ring, but that man could cut a promo. And we're going to see him in his hometown in Saudi Arabia, and dare I say, we're going to see him pick up a victory. Now, for some reason, we saw Mace versus Finn Balor. Can we just go back to D'Lo Madden? Can we? That's all I want to ask. Remember the guy that stood up next to Brock Lesnar and the crowd went, ooh. Remember that? You guys remember that? It was like, what, 2018, maybe? 19? What a time. Another notable thing that happened on Raw, we seen the Street Profits go against RKBro. Now, this is just a little tease of what the Raw Tag Team division is going to look like moving forward. We also had AJ Styles and his colossal of a giant Omos personal colossus come out with him and interfere in the match, which ended up in a no DQ. By the way, Monday Night Raw should be called Monday Night DQ. That's what this whole thing, it was just a bunch of DQs, which we'll get into the main event later. The one takeaway I have about this match is, do you guys think the Street Profits are going to turn heel? I think the Street Profits are going to turn heel. Even if they don't turn heel, I think it'd be great for the tag division to give a little spark, to give a little shaking up. Because with RKBro, look, RKBro is on a roll. They are strong. It's interesting to see them. They pop every time they're on the screen. It's a perfect dynamic between Matt Riddle and Randy Orton. I think a heel Ford and a heel Dawkins will just add fire to that tag division on Raw. And it's 3 hours, so give them more segments, because one thing those guys are, they're entertaining as yeah, just myself. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. We're gonna wrap up by talking about the main event, but before we talk about the main event, make sure you catch us tomorrow, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, right here, where we moved from Sundays to Tuesdays because we got jobbed out by football. That wrestling show, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, right here. All right, it's just a reminder. Hop in the chat. Let us know your predictions for Crown Jewel. Let us know what you thought of NXT. AEW claiming they won the war on Friday. Yes, I said claiming. And Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. And I'm going to talk about SmackDown because I was there. Shout out Tegan. Back to the main event of Raw. The main event. Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. This main event is a WrestleMania main event in the future. Mark it down, write it, put it in stone, tweet it to Vince, whatever you gotta do. Buy it as an NFT right now. It will be a main event for a WrestleMania to come because these women clearly are cut from the same cloth, and dare I say, Bianca is just cut from a finer one. Charlotte had her lip bleeding. Bianca took some hell of a bumps. This match would have been considered a classic if it didn't end in a DQ. Why? Time was running short. Charlotte takes a chair, hit Bianca, and she gets DQ'd. What is going on with all these DQs now? I guess because it was an easy setup for her to lose the title going into Crown Jewel. Bianca staying on Raw, Charlotte going to SmackDown without a title. But now the question is, what's going to happen with the Women's Championship? I want to know, what do you think is going to happen with the Raw Women's Championship? Do you think sometime before now in Crown Jewel, Bianca Belair will take that title off of Charlotte Flair? Or do you think Charlotte will hold the Raw title and gain the SmackDown title and become Charlotte 2 belts Flair? Let's hope that doesn't happen. I really want to know your thoughts. Please drop them in the comments below as we move towards Crown Jewel this Thursday. West Coast time is like 9 o'clock. Very early for a pay-per-view. People have lives, but I get it. They're in Saudi Arabia and they're making history in Saudi Arabia, so I am not complaining. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you check out that hat. Oh, wait, let's back up. Make sure you follow us at THS.wrestling on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter at YRF Squad. That is YRFSQUAD on Twitter. Or you can follow me on the gram at StayFlyLife. But most importantly, make sure you go to that hashtag show for everything trending in geek, pop, culture, and all hail King Woods. Hail King Woods.